This morning. So it is Tuesday, January 14th. Does that sound right? All right, this is like an eyelash sweater from Banana Republic. I had a white one and a beige one. One I paid like $6 for, one I got at the bins. This is a really cute eyelash leopard sweater. This is like a no-name that I picked up at Savers that I just picked up on Style. And I think it was like a half off day, probably paid like $3. And I'm happy to see these sell. These are a size 4 cut from the cloth cropped jean, which I had never purchased before, and I decided to pick them up at the bins and give them a try. They've actually sat for a while. I would put this brand, cut from the cloth with a K, in the we'll pick up at the bins category, but probably nowhere else unless it's super cheap, like a filler bag. So these 3 pieces, they were listed, the price was $104, I think, and I got a $60 offer and I accepted. None of these are big name brands, and they've also all been sitting. It's actually a really pretty bundle for $60. I like this person's taste. And these, I just picked this up. I got this at Plato's Closet, and I picked up this scarf on Retail Arbitrage. These are both new with tag, one Madewell, one Free People, and these sold for full asking price. I do offer 15% automatic bundle, but these were both like new with tags, so this is another wonderful sale. So together they sold for $98. And this was my only Poshmark sale yesterday, but I did do a transaction online direct from YouTube. So that's it for today. Impromptu shopping trip coming your way. So my husband is traveling to Houston, just doing my hair. And I'm going to drive him to Logan Airport in Boston and then hit the bins. One of my good friends just gave me FOMO because she called. She had a doctor's appointment and she hit the bins and she picked up a couple pieces for me. Shout out to Kim G, one of my best friends, got me a pair of Born boots and an Athleta dress in her travels. Okay, side note, see how these curls are now? I don't know if I'm just like late to the game, but I have been doing curls where I put it around the curling iron and then stop and leave my edges out, and I really like it. It gives more of like a wavy thing instead of like the curls at the bottom. I don't know if I'm just old and really late to the game here, but I like it. Anyway, so I'm going to Boston and I'm very excited. I already packaged up my shipping and I just have to print the labels, and I took photographs, which I am going to list as Jay drives to the airport so I don't feel so guilty. And then I'm going to shop. Rocco has a basketball game, so he's not coming home after school. Angie has track. She won't be home till 4:30, so that means I get to shop. All right, wish me luck. Boston bins, here I come. Haven't been in so long. Later, but I'm gonna go over to the bins. A lot of people have asked like where the bins are here in Boston. So this is the Goodwill store over here on the right. There's a building in here in between, and then way over on the left you'll see the sign for the Goodwill Outlet store. So it's really easy to miss because there's a huge building in between. I had to stop filming because someone was walking by. So here we go. There are the hours posted. They're open till 5, yay. And they're closed on Sunday, which I learned the hard way. Having fun here in Boston. These bins are super deep, right? So, picked up a few things. That. Now the sorting begins, which takes a lot of time. Kim found these Minnetonka's and these. Do we like this? I like it. Vintage.
So I'm putting all my shoes here. Shoes are $3. Clothing is $1.75, and I think jackets are $3. So I'm starting with all this, and then we'll see where I end up.
All right. So, a strainer and lacing cards for the kids at school.
Nice.
And I'm debating on the picture.
I am loving the picture. Don't debate.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they're going to quote you, but it's pretty.
I don't know. Right.
Cute.
I just feel like anything I bring in, it's going to be judged.
All these mounds of clothes, and there is just nobody going through them. I will say that these really tall bins are just a pain to get through. I miss my shallow bits, but look at how quiet. It's like 3:30, it's a ghost town. I decided to pass on these Uggs because they're so beat up. More of these, more things under here. Lots to sort through. Passing on these two. They're kids and they're out of season. These AG jeans, they're really cute. However, they're 25, and I have a ton of small clothes. These, I'm picking up some fun stuff for collaboration, not necessarily brand centered. But,
Don't kill us in here.
really? Oh, all right. Okay. $44.97.
So I'm just leaving Boston now. That was really fun. You know, I didn't find anything crazy good. The shoes were pretty good. It's just so nice to have a friend there. So I really, the people were super cool. And when I checked out, I'm gonna do a little experiment. Sorry for the lighting. The girl who was checking me out was really nice. So she didn't charge me $1.75 for everything. Like, oh, I don't know, kids' clothes, she only charged me $1. Vest, which I wasn't sure if they were going to consider it a jacket or not. I'm totally in the tunnel right now, heading to the Mass Pike. And my eyes are on the road and my seatbelt is on. I am safe. But anyways, I'm going to look ahead. It cost $44 for everything that I got. So I'm really curious when I get home. I'm going to actually weigh everything and compare it to what the price would have been if I was at the bins. Because I'm curious, because one of my reservations about the bins in Boston has been, I think it's a little more expensive because you pay by the item and not by the pound. However, usually when I'm at the bins in New Hampshire, I'm trying to gravitate towards like silk pieces or lightweight things. And here, I was trying to grab the heaviest stuff I could to get more bang for my buck. Like I got an Old Navy jacket that I'm not going to show in this haul because I'm doing a collaboration with someone soon, and so I'm buying some clothing pieces for that. But I definitely wouldn't have gotten that in New Hampshire because I would have had to pay by the pound for an Old Navy coat. But here, all the coats were $3, and I totally thought it was worth $3. It's really cute. So super fun. I really don't like the deep bins. My hat is off to all of you who dig through those bins. Like, my arms get really tired. I think I have like carpal tunnel in my right hand. So I would stand next to like the burly guys and they would dig, and we weren't really looking for the same stuff. So I would just literally take what they were throwing at me because I would get so tired digging in the bins. But the piles are so high that sometimes you didn't have to dig very deep because they were so high. It feels less efficient when they're in deep bins because you must be missing so much stuff. But the shoes I thought were more fun here, and it felt more like I don't know, like everybody was really helpful. I don't know, it's the little things in my life. I just like a new bins trip. So that was really fun. Thank you to my girlfriend Kim who found me some great stuff, and I also saw a friend who happens to watch my videos, and she gave me a pair of boots that I'll show you later. So hi Lisa, and thanks for saying hi. So that's it. All right, I have to pay attention. I'm finally home. Took me a little over an hour to get home from Boston, and I am going to do my experiment now. So I'm going to show you my pile. I brought my scale from upstairs down here, and I'm going to weigh my stuff. And then however many pounds it weighs, I'm going to multiply that by $1.39 and see what I would have paid for this at the New Hampshire bins.
And then I am going to compare it to what I paid in Boston, which is $44. So when the girl was ringing me out, she was really sweet. I did talk to people who said not everybody is generous when they cash you out. So it's a little bit subjective at checkout, which for me worked to my advantage because I happen to get somebody who is really nice. But I imagine if you get a stickler, it could end up costing you more money. So where in New Hampshire, a pound is a pound is a pound. So you're gonna pay $1.39 per pound no matter what. So let's just see. This is what I got. That's my IKEA bag. And up top in here, I have all of my shoes and stuff. So let me just see if I can do this together. 0 pounds. And let's just put this on top. Let's see if I can catch an angle that tells me how much this is. Oh, this is not gonna work. That so didn't work. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weigh myself and then I am going to hold the bag. And I am not confident enough to weigh myself in front of all of you yet. I don't know you that well. Okay, so I'll be right back. So holding the bags, it was 30 pounds and 4 ounces. So this is looking like it's almost exactly the same. So let's do the math. Okay, here's my quick math. I hope some of you are amused by this as I am. Okay, so here's my receipt. This is from Boston. So $44.97. It was 30 pounds and 4 ounces. If I was in New Hampshire, I would have paid $1.39 per pound, which would have come out to $42.26. So I paid $44.97 in Boston. It would have been $42.26 in New Hampshire. So the difference is $2.71. You heard it here first. So that's it. So that, in this particular case, it was a very small difference between Boston and New Hampshire. And I guess I would say I felt like the shoes were better in Boston and probably better clothing too, although it's much harder to access in those bins, I think. All done doing math problems for the day. I don't know why that was like weighing on me. I think it's because I've always had this hang up about not getting it by the pound, but after I did all my calculations, it turned out to be so similar. So less than a $3 difference. I just counted all my items quickly and I had 35 items. So I spent, say, $45 because it was like $44.97 and I got 35 items. So we're talking like $1.30 per item, about that. So just so happy to have a full bins experience in Boston. So happy to bring this haul to you right now. I'm starting by wearing, my girlfriend Kim grabbed this in the bin, and this is a J. Crew sweater. And it's the brand new tag. So the new J. Crew tag is a black label with cursive writing, and this is from a holiday of a couple pillies, but I just decided to throw it on for the video. It's in really good shape overall. Let's get into the haul. I got several pairs of shoes, and I think that the shoes were the highlight for me at this bins. And it's not like I got any like crazy designer shoes. I just feel like I wasn't there very long. I didn't have to dig very much. So I will start with those. Actually, I'm going to start with the stuff that my girlfriend Kim bought me. So as I said earlier, she went before me and she picked up a few things for me. So I just gave her a little bit of money for these things. She got me 3 items. The first thing she picked up was this Athleta dress. This is a size, it says ST, so a small, tall, I guess. I do all right with tall items. I don't know that it makes as much of a difference with a dress. I don't know if this means tall because it's a mini dress, so I don't know. So there's that. And then she got me this pair of Born boots. This kind of just like comfy style, the rounded toe, really excellent condition. So here, all of the shoes were $3, but I swear when I checked out, the woman just like eyeballed them and gave me a number. I loved her. So these are size 8.5. And the last thing she picked up for me is kind of cool. I've never seen this before. It is a vintage Kate Spade in corduroy. So there's the Kate Spade logo. And if you look at the bottom, all of the feet have like little Kate Spade. You can see. And the liner is really interesting because it has polka dots, but they're also like a micro suede. So it's too bad I didn't get this in the fall. There's the Kate, but there are some of these listed and they range between, I mean, the prices are all over the place, but I saw this particular bag sell not too long ago for $68. I would be thrilled if I got $68 for this, but realistically, maybe I'll list it for $65. It was advertised as a vintage Kate Spade, and then maybe get around $40 for it. But I thought that was really a cool bag. Very untypical for Kate Spade. The branding is different, but yeah, Kate Spade, New York. So there's that. So that's all that Kim got me. And then I'm gonna grab some shoes and share those. So in all cases, even with the shoes, the bins are much deeper. So anyways, but some of the stuff there in Boston is just really nice. The selection is nice. So these are Ugg boots. I had like 2 other pairs of Ugg boots in my cart and got rid of them. I'm staying away from really worn Ugg boots. And yeah, so before I used to pick those up and hope for the best, they're just lingering, but these are in beautiful condition. So this is just the suede in such great shape. And I love the metal Ugg logo. And these are a size, hold up. These are a size 8. I got a lot of size 8s. So cute, that ankle style. These boots I was searching for, and I'm embarrassed to say I can't see the brand on them. What's this? We want Felmini? Oh my gosh, I feel ignorant here, okay. That I just discovered. These are a size 39. They're made in Portugal. They're absolutely beautiful. I was walking around looking for these boots and looking for them. And then the woman, Lisa, who I met, she said, I have a boot for you. Do you want this? Or do you want this boot? I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for that. So she gave it to me. I don't know what the comps are. I'm gonna have to look them up. Is it Felmini? Is that the brand? Never heard of it, but these are really cute. They're almost like a grayish green, and this little detail here is beautiful. So size 39, which I believe is like a size 8.5, 9. I got those. I'm hoping, just based on the looks, I'm guessing like $40, $50. Okay, these are really nice. And there was a woman, these are Minnetonka, and there was a woman who was hunting for these. And then she found them, and I was so excited for her. And then I went back to the bin like 2 hours later, and she had tossed them back. So I can't see anything wrong with them. Look at the bottoms. They're in really good shape. I think that sometimes the suede on this gets beat up, but really good shape. And I love, when I looked on Poshmark, I didn't see a single pair with this like Southwestern design. So a lot of the ones that had like the crisscross lace in the front and the fringe all the way down were selling for between $40 and $50, but I didn't see anything of this style exactly. So I'll probably start these at $55 and see what happens. These are great, I think, even for summer festival concerts and things like that. And let's see, these are a size 9. And there is the name, in case you haven't seen this before. It's a fairly common brand. And then I also picked up a smaller pair. And these are like brand new. So these are just more the ankle height, but they do have these cute little tassels and the little feathers. I'm kind of a sucker for this brand. If it's in good shape, I won't put time into it. And I'm not sure like how well they do. These look like a size 10 in a leather upper. So they're suede, really cute. I like those a lot. What do I have back here? I don't even know what I'm grabbing. Oh, these, I just loved these. I'm not like a huge Steve Madden girl, but Steve Madden is a trendy brand, and I think it definitely has a decent following. But look at these shoes. Look at the studs in the back, this nice block heel, really good condition. They are leather. They're this like suede. They almost go pretty well with the Kate Spade bag. Look at that. But again, like this really nice burnt orange color or rust. Just so pretty. I thought this style was incredible. And these are a size 7.5. So all of their shoes were $3. That's what they were marked. But like I said, my average cost of good was around $1.30. So that's what I'm going to record for my records. He's awesome. If anybody is interested, I feel like I should say this in the beginning, but if anybody's interested in anything, you know to message me directly. By the time this goes out, like none of these are going to be listed. So you will all have first dibs on anything that you like. And yeah, these I love. I loved this pattern. When I first saw these in the bin, I thought they were bogs. And I reached for them and they're in really good condition. I see a little bit of white there, but they're actually Columbia, which these don't look like Columbia boots to me, like typical Columbia. But they are, again, a size 8. They have like that silvery lining. I want to get these up and listed right away. Although these look like they would be wonderful going into spring, like just more like a warm lined boot. But how adorable are these? I mean, honestly, these boots, if you went into a store and bought these would cost more than my entire haul. That's what I love about going to the bins. Yeah, they do say that they're waterproof. There's the Columbia logo there and waterproof. So cute. I have no idea what I'm going to price these at, but I'm thinking between 35 and 45. I'm just, you know, because I haven't done comps, I can't be certain. Oh, I loved these too. These were just Banana Republic, but they are leather, and they are, I'm not sure what size. They look small, like maybe like a 6.5, 7. But they're leather, and I actually own a pair of the leopard patterned teaks. I actually have a bit of a teak problem. I don't want to tell you how many I have, but the first pair I ever got were the leopard ones. I've never found teaks out in the wild, but I own some, and my first pair was leopard, and they were very much like this texture, so similar to my teaks. And these are Banana Republic, so really good condition, but probably like, these would probably go between $20 and $25. So I'll probably list them around 30. They are not outlet, they're regular. Is that all for my boots? I have all these things behind me. Okay, this actually, I'm gonna go back to the haul, but this is just in front of me. I went into the regular Goodwill store after, and my head was like a little fried by then. At that point, it was approaching like busy time, so I couldn't focus, and the racks were jammed. So I did like a 10-minute walkthrough, and I'm like, I have to leave. But I was walking by the accessories, because those are just easy to peruse, and I saw this. Dale of Norway. So if you know Dale of Norway, you know the quality, and it was new with tags. So it's just a head warmer, but are you ready? Look at the price tag on it. Can you see that? It's $140, which is just comical. $140 retail for a headband. So this I did look up comps. I paid $1. I went to the register. I'm like, how much is that? She's like, $1. I'm like, okay, this is all I got in the other store. Amazon is selling comparable ones for $53, and Zappos has them for $49. So that's probably where I will start my listing. But hey, $1, if I get 25 or 30, I'll be happy for this. But Dale of Norway, I think it's a headband, unless it's a neck warmer. I think it's a headband. So how much fun is that? Okay, let's move on to clothing. I pulled only 3 pieces for another video, but I'm going to show you everything else that I got. Okay. All right. If anybody has ever seen Caddyshack, and I'm making myself maybe sound old, but you know the gopher from Caddyshack who dances? And he dances to, I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me. I had to get this. I'm losing my mind. You get delirious when you're in the bins for too long. But this is that guy, and he's like brand new. So I had to get him. So my older brother is like, loves Caddyshack, loves Chevy Chase. does like Caddyshack references and vacation references all the time. So this is gonna go to my brother Nick because it's just too funny. And I think after like a few glasses of wine, you take out the Caddyshack guy, I was dying. All right, maybe I'm just humoring myself. But while we're on stuffed animals, I also picked up this Jellycat. This brand is a really nice plush animal brand. And I feel like with spring and Easter coming, I loved the variation. He was new with tag. This will go somewhere between like $15 and $20, but isn't he so sweet? This little bunny with the floppy ears and the new tag. This is a London brand, and when Jay first made partner a while back, they flew him out with spouse to London. It was my first time ever on like an international trip, and my kids were very little, and I picked them up Jellycat stuffed animals at Mark and Spencer. Is that the name of the store? It was the only store I could afford while I was there. Okay, so moving on. Stuffed animals are done. All right, so clothing. Grabbed this in the bins. I put this on my story today. It's looking more and more like Angelina might end up in South Carolina. She really liked this school, and she did get in. So these are the Carolina Gamecocks. So I had to get that. I said, Angie, maybe this is a sign, because she's hearing from a lot of schools right now, and she's weighing her options. But that was like her first love. That's where she loved the most. Okay, picked up this Talbot skirt. The reason I picked this up, a few reasons. New with tag. Original price was $149. It had been marked down a couple times, marked down to $60. And it's a size 18. And I also think like a flattering like black with micro dots. And best part, I thought, is that it's a flowy like midi skirt, which is really in right now. I have not embraced this style yet because for me, I don't think the style is great for me. I carry a lot of my weight in my stomach, so if I wear something long, it just goes wide the whole way because my stomach and waist is bigger. So I don't wear these midi dresses, but they are super trendy right now. So plus size, new with tag, and on trend. So all yeses, and $1.30. So maybe I'll get $25 for that, $30, I'd be happy. This I just couldn't put down. Banana Republic doesn't do great, and this is Banana Republic factory. I just thought this skirt was adorable. Kim picked this skirt up. It's a size 2, and it's just this cute pattern. It's just adorable, super cute. Had to get that. I don't know what to say about this. Maybe $18 or $20. It's adorable. This brand is new to me. I don't know if it's new to you, but it's actually called 3 Dots. And 2 of the reasons why I picked this up, made in the USA, and it was linen. And it was a tag I didn't recognize. So there it is, literally 3 dots. So when I looked it up, the comps were pretty good, and I really do love this color. It's one of my favorite colors. I love the sleeve, and I love the style of this dress. Isn't it cute? Just has a lot going for it. Like I think it's a perfect dress going into spring with like the 3/4 length. It's kind of a lagging look, but it's more fitted, but adorable, and it has some nice details. Like it has some pockets right here. Just a comfortable, and I feel like this cut is very flattering. So comps on this were between like $25 and $40. So I'm kind of hoping to get around $30, $35 for this. Really cute. I'm not sure what the retail is on that, but this I grabbed because I love LL Bean these days, certain pieces. And this reminds me of, I don't know the name, like the style of it, but I recently bought myself a Patagonia, and it's a 1/4 zip, and it's the like chenille soft fleece. If this was a full zip, I probably would not have picked it up. I don't know why. I feel like 1/4 zip popovers do better. So this is probably a men's LL Bean extra large, but it's navy blue. I'm gonna sit back here. And just really nice. Again, hoping between like $25 and $35 for this. I'll probably start it at $40 or $45. So LL Bean would sell this new for like probably $80. So if I start it around $40, we'll see how it does. Lisa, my friend, threw this back, but I don't really have a lot of experience selling BB Dakota. It's a brand I hear people talk about a lot. If I've seen a piece of theirs, it hasn't like blown me away, so I haven't necessarily picked it up. But this was in really good shape, and I thought it was just sharp, just like a faux fur vest. I don't know how it will do, but I wanted to give it a try. And Bins is the place to do that. This dress I picked up for a couple reasons. The brand is called Hell Bunny. I don't know that I've ever picked up their stuff before, but I've definitely heard of it. It's like a pinup brand, like people who like ModCloth and like that vintage vibe, like this brand. And the comps were good. And this is a size 4XL. So I was really excited about that. So it is a dress. It's got this fun little collar, and it's leopard, which I love. And then it's just this really fun dress. So when it goes out like this, the color variation is beautiful in it. So I was really happy that I got this like fun style in this nice dress that will take people really nicely from winter to spring. Also would be really nice if someone just wanted to throw a black cardigan over it. That's how I would style it. And just a really nice piece. So I'm hoping for $40 for this because a lot of the ones that sold at the lower price points were smaller sizes. So I did not see a single dress listed that was in a 4X. I mean, I looked really quickly, so there could have been, but when I looked quickly, I saw a couple 1X, 2X. I didn't see any 4X in this brand. So I think I have that going for me, and I was happy to get something plus size. This I almost didn't get, but I think she only charged me $1 for it, but it's a crew cut dress. It's a size 12. And I just thought it was a really cute classic dress, just A-line for young girls. Like I think on a 12-year-old it would be a little bit shorter, maybe like tunic length or maybe dress length. No, I guess it's a dress, but it's 100% silk. So kids don't do great for me, but I really like this. I did put back a Janie and Jack button down. I also put back a Hannah Anderson piece, but this I decided to keep because I thought it was cute. Oh, I have one other kids thing. Kim handed me this, and this was just one of those things that was too special to put back, and I don't know if you'll agree with me, but how adorable is that? I mean, it could like walk on its own. It's this vintage, look at the tag, this little vintage suede jacket. I mean, this is probably from the 70s. With this like little faux Sherpa or Sherpa lining. Look at how cute this is. It's a size 2, and I just think this is so adorable. Made in Mexico. How cute. I mean, if I had a little boy, I could totally see this on him with like jeans and like a shirt underneath. Like maybe some little Texan boy would like this. I love it. My friend Marcy from Texas, I bet you know someone who would look so cute in this. Anyways, I liked it for $1. Okay, these I picked up just based on style. They're just Garage and they're very light. They're very lightweight, but they're just a jogger, and I'll probably only get like between $18 and $20 for these. But I like them, and they had a really good stock photo. So somebody did message me, which was really nice, and said, I heard you I mentioned something about stock photos in my Instagram account. I don't use stock photos over on eBay, but I do use them occasionally on Poshmark. And I know it's like an ethical thing. I guess I feel like if it were against Poshmark policy, I wouldn't use them. Like it's against eBay policy, so I don't use them. So maybe it's written somewhere in the fine print on Poshmark, but I've never been flagged for an item. I've sold 1,200 items, and I've never been flagged for using stock photos. So in a sense, I feel like it puts you in a competitive place, but it doesn't really belong to me. So I don't know. I have a little bit of guilt for using them, but at the same time, I want to stay competitive. I don't always use them, but there happened to be a really good one for these. So I'm hoping that will help me. These are, again, the brand is just Garage, which is a mall brand, and these look like they're about a size medium, maybe large. Do you use stock photos? I'm curious. Do you think I'm a bad person? I don't know. It doesn't keep me up at night, but I don't use them on eBay. This is one of the first things I picked up. It's very little. It's a size 0, but just this little skirt.
Skirts don't sell great for me, but I thought this was a nice classic print and very easy, almost like a pair of shorts where I can just throw it in my little light box. It will be super easy to take pictures of. And I do like Madewell. I didn't check what year it was from Madewell, but oh, these I had to get. She only charged me $1 for these too. These are like sleep shorts, but look, they're Central Perk. We are crazy Friends fans in this house. So these will not fit Angie. They're a little big, and they would not look good on me. So I'm going to list these. I have no idea. I haven't seen these before though, but really cute. They're a size large, but they are like short shorts. I think she only charged me $1 for this bathing suit too. So this brand is Shore Shapes Swimwear. Is this the one that they sell at Target? I'm not sure. It's a size 8. But I liked this because I feel like it's just kind of like that modest cut. Like this is the style bathing suit I like. So not quite like a long dress, but just like one pieces that are, so this is not a tankini. When I first looked at it, I thought it was a tankini, like the top of a tankini. So I was like, that's not gonna work. I have so many separates now that I'm like done picking them up. But this is actually a one piece. So under the skirt, it's just black and it's like brand new, You know how sometimes when you pick up bathing suits, they have a little bit of that chlorine smell, even if they're in good condition. This looks like brand new. I love it. I feel like this would be flattering on so many bodies, and it cost $1. So it was really, I love that. And if I haven't mentioned, I sold 3 bathing suits in the past 5 days. 3. It's January 14th today. Okay, look at this pretty sheer top. This is from Express, which is hit or miss for me, but look at this. So pretty. So this is one of the pieces that I grabbed and I said, darn it, if I were in New Hampshire, this would be so cheap because it's lightweight. This is small. I would say it would fit maybe up to a medium for sure, but just so cute, layered, flowy, a little bohemian. I loved that, That's very Lori style. I was a little on the fence with this, but Toad & Co. does okay, formerly known as Horny Toad. So this is the newer tag and label, and it's just kind of like just a basic kind of outdoorsy brand, and it has this kind of faux Sherpa. I thought this was cute. And I wasn't sure if she was going to charge me $3 for the vest, but she said, no, only things that keep you warm. She's like, I don't even charge $3 for blazers sometimes. And she's like, or people will argue with me. But it's this very fine corduroy line. This is a size medium. Just a really nice basic piece. I liked that. Probably $20 I will end up getting for that. This piece I picked up, Cachet, is a mall brand. But it's a very distinct style. I feel like it's like watered down Versace. But it has like these, this is a really pretty blouse for the right person. And it's got, you can wear it off the shoulders. So I would not have picked this up had it not been new with tags, but it was new with tags. And it is 95% silk, and the price tag on it is $98. So $1.30, $98, even if I price it at half price and then take an offer, I hopefully would still walk away with between $30 and $35 on this. I'll have to see. I definitely think the new with tag is going in my favor. I would not have picked that up if it wasn't new with tag, just side note. Another from my other video. I went back and forth on this and it just felt so soft. This seemed like something somebody would buy in a bundle. It's just soft surroundings. But it's just kind of this flattering cut that's just easy to throw on. Oh, I wish you could feel this. And it did have some embroidery. The detail is kind of what did it for me. And the fact that it was a size large is also going in its favor. Just a basic, but cute and soft. I liked that. I'm almost done here. Oh, this was a first for me. I've never found Alice and Olivia. Isn't that weird? And I found 2 pieces today. One of them was a silk slip dress that I ended up tossing back because the silk had like a few too many pulls and it looked like a little bit like a dated style. So yeah, I've never found this brand. I think for a long time I would get this confused with like
Alice in Oak or Olivia Sky. There are many versions of Alice and Olivia in fashion, in clothing. And truthfully, I didn't know for a while that Alice and Olivia was the high end. So I probably passed it early on. Tag's coming off and there is no size on these. I'm gonna have Angie try these on and see how they fit her and then just go based off measurements. But they're just like a trouser. They could be petite or just like a cropped. So just a basic black pair of pants. Probably will only get, like these probably retailed for over 200 and I'll probably only get like 30 for them. But that's enough for me. 30 is enough. My average selling price in 2019, I've mentioned before, was $31 and change. So I'm good with that. I have a feeling, I don't know, I feel like this year my ASP might end up being less because I do have like a lot of clothes that have now built in my inventory for now over a year. So I'm letting certain pieces go for less. Like I sold a bundle today for $60 on 3 pieces. My price was $104. Oh, I went over it this morning. But they were all pieces that weren't big names and that had been in my inventory for a while. So if it's brand new with tag, or I just listed it 3 days ago, I'm not gonna be as flexible with my pricing. But I am on pieces that have been sitting for a while, or even if they're sitting for a while, but they're like a Patagonia or they're a new with tag or a highly sought after piece, I might be a little stingier on those, but mall brand names that have been hanging around for a while, I'm definitely good with. These comps weren't great. Well, they were a little all over the place, but I've just never seen, these are Eileen Fisher jeggings, like just pull-ons. There we go. I thought these were really cute. Just a basic Eileen. I don't know how they'll do. I mean, I saw some comps around 18 and I saw some comps at 40. And then I picked these up, and this is the end of my haul. I picked these up because I sold these cut from cloth, and I had just got done saying how they are jeans that I would pick up at the bins, and I just liked this cuff. So they're just capris that are like raw edge and then turned up. And I think that was by design, unless somebody did that. But no, it looks like they were meant to be that way. I just thought this cuff was kind of cute, and that would be fun. So that's it. That wraps up my Boston Bins experience. It was super fun. I look forward to going back. And oh, one last thing. I'm sorry. I got this purse. What do you all think? It looks like pixels. When you look at it closely, they look like little mini gumballs. It's a vintage purse. I couldn't leave it behind. Don't know that it will do well on Poshmark. This probably needs to go on eBay or Etsy if I had an Etsy account. Made expressly for Simon. So there's the Simon. So anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you are enjoying my vlog series, please go ahead and press the like button on your way out and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of my content. And I just want to say thank you to the people who have gone on to Faux Memo and purchased the printer. I think 2 have sold since my video went out. Definitely take a look at that printer. It's been wonderful for me. It's a sleek design. It's very user-friendly, and I hope the people who purchased it through my link love it. So that's all for today, and I will have another video up either tomorrow or probably Thursday on inventory control and keeping track of it. Thanks everyone. Have a great night. Bye.